Okay. Hey, we made it. We made it live. Cannoli made it too. Cannoli, say hello.
Testing, testing. Good enough?
Good enough for me. The problem is this horrible, I guess it's cold out today, so we got the heater on.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tech Talk. I'm Michelle and I'm here with my co-host, Cannoli, and
Ryan.
Today we're going to compare and contrast image generation by these most popular AI tools.
Yes, so there's been a lot of hype going on about the new ChatGPT image generation, and then so we're going to test that out. But then there's also Google Gemini came out with one that we can test out in the studio, which will show you guys how to get there. And then obviously Dalle is one of our favorites.
Yeah, so one of our favorite audience were two of them. JBCBs, they're here. They're always using image generation, right?
Yeah, Dalle.
Yeah, we actually...
the Bing AI. And that it all started, and Stuart might be here soon.
Oh, hi, Dan.
Stuart is
Dan
the one.
use it too?
I know they use it. Gee. All right, anyway.
Yeah, so obviously there's a lot of utilities for this. Before these AI tools are available, what do you guys use to get images? Like, you either have to take a photograph of your own, or you buy stock images from Adobe.
Yeah, or you just steal it from the internet, and then hope
Oh
that you
yeah,
don't get in trouble.
and there's that you can just take it from the internet and hope it doesn't have a copyright to it. But we're YouTubers here; we don't want to get in trouble for that. So yesterday I was making a website for us, and I needed a lot of stock photos. So I inevitably signed up to the 30-day free trial of Adobe, and I got one of the stock photos. But I don't want to pay for that anymore, even though the photos look really good. So we want to test if we can actually replace the need to buy stock photos with these AI image generators. Supposedly they're getting better and better, better and better.
Talking.
Yeah, Cannoli has a lot of demand.
Yeah, so I mean, the long story short, we're gonna test out with image generation in ChatGPT right here live.
In the purpose of replacing some of the paid services.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so there's a couple different ways we've discovered that you can use AI. So one, you can put in an image, and then you can ask the model. Oh, Cannoli wants to throw out the trash. You can ask the model to actually generate a text prompt for you. Mm-hmm. And so, like, if we add some image in there, and then it'll say, "What is this image?" or something like that.
Yeah, so if you want an example of what words to put to prompt an image, you can just analyze an existing image and say, make a text prompt of this image. And then you get a sample prompt and you can put in different tools, right? So over here we made a text prompt from ChatGPT, and now we can take this to Copilot and generate an image there.
Yeah, so what was it? So we put in the image, and then we asked for a prompt, and this is what it came up with. Like a smiling young woman with short black hair, wearing transparent glasses, loose mint green shirt, and then wearing a smartwatch.
Very descriptive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bright, minimalistic indoor space with white walls, soft lighting. So you can see that the large language model really wants you to provide a lot of information about what you want in the image, the lighting,
the ambiance, the
yeah,
mood.
Yeah, they want the mood is casual and
Casual, productive, and cozy.
yeah. And so then this is what it spit out here.
Yeah, by ChatGPT 4.0.
Exactly.
Yeah, translucent pink glasses, smiling, mint loose shirt.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, very realistic.
Yep.
Hey, black watch.
Yeah, there's the watch.
Definitely casual, productive, and cozy vibe here.
Exactly. So then we put the same exact prompt into some other ones. So one of them that we did was the Bing AI generator, which is one you guys are all familiar with. And so what I can see here is that I really like the Bing AI image generation, but it doesn't have the fully realistic look, which I actually like. I mean, it's a much more artistic look. But if you're actually looking to emulate a stock footage, I think that the ChatGPT does a pretty darn good job. Like this could be a stock footage image as opposed to.
Yeah, let's just briefly show what that was. So
I don't have it anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So basically, this is not the approved use, but I got a stock footage of a real person, right? They sell them a picture that's taken from a real person. And we put it in ChatGPT 4.0 and we generate a text prompt for image generation for LLM or something like that. And this is a description it give from a real picture. So now in a way, I don't know, I feel a little like unethical about it, but you can always put in your own photo. Or just once you've done this once, you know how detailed the prompt needs to be, you can write this prompt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then, all right, so now the newest system is called image generation in Gemini 2.0. It's actually not available on Gemini itself, so you have to type in AI Studio, actually. So if we do, let's just see, like Google AI Studio, right?
Yeah.
And so then you would click on that, and then that's going to open you up to this page here where you can actually start using a lot of the models that aren't even fully publicly available yet. They're experimental, so you can see all the different models here on the side.
Oh, by the way, Gemini 2.5
Because of our faces. Yeah.
came out, and it is just, I'm just vibing with it so much. Like I can really communicate with it, and it is so smart. So it is now my new best friend.
Yeah, so definitely check out 2.5. All right, so in the meantime, now we will check out this Flash image generation system. And so then we can take that same prompt and copy and paste it into here and see what the other model does. Now, obviously, this is the more complicated one. Let's see. All right. Okay, so now it's working here.
I think it failed in some way.
Yeah, and so this is, once again, this is why you got to have some patience with these models. Something went wrong, clearly. Let's see. Make sure, all right. Now it's, all right, there
Oh
we go.
my
Oh,
goodness.
wow, okay.
Yeah, it did not fully capture what pink translucent glasses should look like aesthetically.
Yeah, but all right. So the point is, what's nice about these things now is that you can have a conversation. It's not just one-stop thing. You can say, all right, I don't like the glasses.
Make it baby pink, maybe.
Yeah, like change it to baby pink, if that's even a thing.
Yeah, right now it's fuchsia.
Okay. All right. So now we can have it. Let's see if they're able to look at that.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So much more professional.
Exactly.
Yeah, and this actually looked very much like the original stock footage stock image I download.
Yeah, so that's what's nice about the new, and same thing we can even do it with the ChatGPT one. And so, all right, like
make this horizontal.
How do we want this? All right, yeah, make this into a horizontal That I don't know if it can do, image. Because,
It should be able to do.
okay.
But just doesn't always work. So you kind of have to have a lot of patience.
That what I like. That's the one thing about the Bing is that it has one output shape. The Bing AI, what I can recall.
Look, it's seemingly working.
Yeah,
If it keep going.
yeah, it's getting started. So it's interesting to watch it going on in real time. Here it comes. It's starting to form. All right, it seems it's going to be the same image.
She has the same haircut, same glasses.
Yeah. And just a different, this would be more appropriate for
Same smile.
a thumbnail, right?
Same ambiance. Yeah, so I am very impressed by this ChatGPT here. I think it's kind of reliably working. It's responsive to my change, which wasn't always the case, but I've been really impressed with ChatGPT's image generation.
Yep.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for the website.
Yeah, that looks perfect.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a generate, or now we say something like, I am a birding live streamer. Generate a thumbnail for my live stream with sparrows, orioles, raccoons, and blue jays.
Are the raccoons compatible with these birds?
Yeah, of course. Oh, we forgot the flamingos. But anyway, yeah, so now it's like, we know that Bing AI and Dalle generates like really, really good artsy, creative thumbnails, right? Mm-hmm. And so then my use with the ChatGPT is to say, all right, can we get a more realistic looking, like an actual picture, right? So
Yeah, you didn't say fantasy like
no,
photo,
exactly.
but see if there's any realistic ones.
Yeah, and see now, obviously, the quality of the image might not be that great because I did not give specificity of tone and ambiance.
Lighting.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, so JBCB they've been tweaking
Yes.
the thumbnail with the I assume Copilot. Something's coming.
Oh wow.
I'm thinking Sparrow and Oreo.
Yeah. It's fascinating because it does look like a very good Oriole.
Yeah, I'm guessing that actually for image generation, a complex prompt is better.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so what we want to say also is that we tried this stuff in Canva, and it was an absolute nightmare.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Let's take a look at some of this. So we did the same prompt, and just like look how crazy this person's eyes are. Frightening.
Yeah, so Dan just asked a question: is ChatGPT free? Do you have to sign up?
So yeah, it is free, and the free version allows you to work. I think you need to sign up with an email, and the free version is just limited on how many images you can create
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But there is free access to it.
Yeah, I'm not certain is GPT-4o is free. I haven't.
I thought it was, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the image generation needs to be with the 4o. What you have
I
right
know,
now.
I know,
yeah.
I know for a fact that it's free because people talked about, like, there's YouTube videos that
Okay.
showed free account and non-free account. It's all available. It's
Cool.
just that you can maybe only make 10 images a day
Yeah,
as opposed
there's a
to
token limit.
hundreds
to it.
of
Yeah.
images a day. Yeah. Yeah. So this was a kind of a funky glasses.
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
I think this person has way too much gum. And I don't want to be mean.
yeah.
to
All
I
right.
think this is
We're not going to allow you to be mean. Okay.
but I always found so Canva struggle a lot with people's fingers and their teeth. Like it just
Yeah.
always look at that. It's a like real finger. Like I think it really struggle with stuff like that.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be the watch. If you want amusement, you can definitely use Canva.
Yeah, see the teeth is
Yeah,
having
there's like very jagged.
who's mean now? It's just I know they're struggling with.
Is this the rabbit in the background?
Yeah, they struggle with counting how many fingers a person should have and how many teeth a person should have.
Yeah.
So, and glasses, they really struggle with that too.
Yeah, all right. So Canva is great for a lot of things, but image generation, not yet.
Or like realistic.
Sorry, realistic image generation with people, not yet. But look at this. Wow.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, this is incredible.
Oh
actually.
my goodness. Yes.
Yep. I mean, this is really pretty incredible in terms of the thumbnail. It just looks so realistic. And I like how they have the bokeh in the back, the blurred background.
Look how beautiful these feathers are.
I know. And we can even zoom. Look at that. As you zoom in, it actually gets even better. Extremely impressive. And there's our finch. And they got...
But you said a sparrow.
Oh, sorry, the sparrow. That's what it is.
Okay.
I meant it's the house sparrow. And look at that raccoon.
Actually, I'm not mad at this raccoon.
No, it's a very nice raccoon. What is that? How does everybody... Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. I like this because it's... And then obviously you can do anything you want with it, right? You could have them on a feeder. I want to see... give me the Carolina wren. The Carolina wren at the bird feeder. We'll let that do its thing. But that's definitely exciting. It's really, I mean, it is a huge, like people have been saying this is a huge advance. I mean, if you look back to some of our first videos, it was frightening, the stuff that was being come up with. We didn't even attempt ChatGPT. It couldn't even make images, right?
Yeah, it was horrendous, and so was Gemini.
Yeah, Gemini was not good. Now,
Not
Gemini still has its quirks. Let's do a similar one here, actually. I'd be curious. Let me grab that, this again.
You can just use this on your channel. So if you're concerned with copyright, I'm assuming that's what Dan is asking. I would just quickly read through ChatGPT's generative AI terms of use, which we've gone through like last year. I don't know if they have updated it. You can always just download it, put it through Gemini or ChatGPT itself and ask this question, could you just use the output as your YouTube thumbnail? So last year when we reviewed the terms of use, the user owns the output, which means they should be able to use it as thumbnail.
Yep.
Are you bored?
I am.
But he asked me
I
that
understand, yeah. I mean, it's a yes or no. Like, yes, you can use it.
I don't know that for sure now because we haven't seen the terms of use.
All right. Well, be worried then. You guys will look into it. The point is, though, that the Google didn't come up with as good of one. Another thing is, they still really struggle with text. Mm-hmm. But the Gemini one has gotten a lot. I mean, the ChatGPT has done better with text, actually. But yeah, obviously you should look in and make sure. But I've never seen...
Somebody cares about it, see?
I know, but...
You always tell me, like...
No, I'm not saying they don't care. I'm saying YouTube doesn't care about static images. They only can monitor by sound and video. So, like, they're not out there saying you can't use this thumbnail. If anything, they want you to use thumbnails to grab more attention.
Yeah, in fact, I think we live on the edge a lot, like me specifically, right? I would use ChatGPT's logo and Google Gemini's logo, Apple's logo all over my thumbnail. Technically, I don't own these things, but I modify them by removing background or whatever. And because these companies also want attention, they probably don't mind. And I think as far as birds, unless you can pinpoint that this bird image was taken by a famous photographer, I don't see an issue here, especially when they're modifying so much, like the AI tools modifying so much of the backgrounds. And all birds are the same, right? All the Orioles, they look the same, essentially. in the grand scheme of things, blue jays. So they can't really pinpoint who have taken that photo.
Yes, we might need Stuart's expert eye to tell us what these birds are. That's if he's here, then he can help give us some insight. Let's go check in on our Carolina. Oh, wow. There's little Miss Carolina.
Amazing. I love that.
Yep. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm guessing on this image, for example, you have somebody could have taken this photo by a feeder that looked very similar to this feeder. But if you really look at the seeds placement, I bet it's not identical. So then they don't really have evidence that you've taken their photo. that would be my guess.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're thinking about that type of stuff. Yes, Carolina.
Beautiful.
Very cool. And look at those. They even got the talons correct, which is impressive.
Yeah, I would say ChatGPT wins this round
Yes.
in March 2025.
Because remember how difficult it was for human fingers, but they're even able to get these talons.
Yeah. They did something right.
Yeah. All right, so we're definitely, right now, as you said, March 29th or 30th, whatever it is, we're Team ChatGPT, which is hard for me to say.
Image generation only.
Yeah. Because we've been Team Gemini. But we've always, from day one, been critical of Gemini's image creation.
Yeah, and I would say if you're trying to just talk to someone, bounce your ideas off of, I would say Gemini 2.5 is going to be your new best friend.
Yes, and we'll do some demonstrations of that maybe next week because we want to. I haven't explored it enough.
I really respect it, you know.
Yeah,
like just
I bet.
how
I
much
bet you
it
do.
stands its ground even when it's wrong. No, that's not the good thing about it.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy it.
All right, come on, Cannoli. Want to say goodbye? We got to get you to the vet. We got to take Cannoli to the vet.
Yeah, she's due for a flu shot. Look over here, Cannoli. Yes.
And we love getting pictures of Cannoli on with our AI actually.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because then we can do the black and white sheep poo eating popcorn or something.
Catching popcorn midair.
Yeah. Sheep poo catching popcorn in mouth and gambling. So we'll see if Cannoli.
Oh, that could be my thumbnail.
Yeah, exactly. See, now your thumbnail for your next live stream.
Yes, like if it looks good, I'd like you to make it vertical, please.
Oh, yeah, because it's a vertical live stream. But we'll just see what happens. Yeah, and just let us know if there's any more of these different exploratory things you want us to check out. Like the AI Studio is really interesting. Google AI Studio. You've got all these different drop-down options here. There's our 2.5, and they even give you some like pricing information, like how much it costs to this and that.
Yeah, I think this really had democratized use for everyday people who's not producing it on the bulk, right?
Yeah.
It could essentially get it for free because I haven't go anywhere near the token limit yet.
No, yeah, here's these tokens, like 180,000 or 128,000.
If you're starting a business that use a lot of token, the charge will incur very quickly.
Yeah.
But if you're just like a individual content creator, I bet you can do a lot.
Yeah, you don't need all
free,
that.
Yeah. Is it ready? I want to see.
I know. Hold on. That's what I say. I will say that the ChatGPT takes a little bit longer, but
I see the popcorn.
there's the it's looking good. This could be your next thumbnail.
Oh my goodness! Did you say sheep poo?
Yeah.
The nose is a little short for a sheep poo. More
but
like a shih tzu.
Yeah, well, sometimes they mix it up.
Gambling. Look at those chips.
Yeah, the gambling chips.
Oh, this is so gonna be my thumbnail.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh my God, I love it so much.
Yeah, that's so good. Good job, Cannoli.
Oh, I love this.
Yes, big money, right, Cannoli? All right, well, thanks everybody.
Thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun, and we'll definitely we'll do more of this now that it's so good. I remember when we did this months ago, we had to all it said this isn't going to work, this doesn't work. It would come out with these mutant people. It was frightening us, so we stopped doing it.
Yeah, it was demon people.
Yeah, but we're
really.
definitely going to be doing this more often. This was a lot of fun, and thanks
Yeah,
for.
now I'm inspired to do big money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can check out Michelle's channel. We'll go live for some scratch offs and carnival activities from cannoli. All right, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I think you end here.